There was a dream that changed how I remembered someone, a girl I never thought I'd think of again. But the morning I woke up sweating from that dream, I realized some absences carry weight, even if we don't notice them at the time. This is a story about a girl named Amy, and a friendship I didn't know meant as much as it did until it was too late. Amy wasn't someone I thought would stay in my mind. She was younger than me by a year. We met at university during that chaotic time where everyone's constantly reinventing themselves. And I was too preoccupied with unrequited feelings for someone else, with trying to become someone else. But Amy was there, not in the center of my world, but orbiting it, a kind of soft presence, warm, strange, thoughtful. We never hung out constantly, but when we did, it was always good, never dramatic, never forgettable. And yet, I forgot. Or maybe I just put her away, tucked her in a part of my past I never revisited. She'd bring me snacks if I forgot to eat. I'd grab her lunch on rainy days. We didn't know we were making memories. It was just kindness, casual affection. But looking back, maybe those little things were love in a form neither of us understood yet. Maybe love doesn't always burn loud. Sometimes it just hums quietly in the background. I could recognize Amy from the way she walked from across a field. That step of hers would light something inside me, an anticipation I never questioned. But I never thought it meant anything. Not then. After graduation, I disappeared. Not suddenly, not in a way that would make headlines, just gradually. A few missed messages, a move I didn't announce, a number I changed. I had my reasons, though even now they feel more like excuses. Coming to terms with my sexuality wasn't linear, it wasn't beautiful, it was brutal and lonely and messy. I burned bridges I thought I'd never need again. I left behind people I assumed wouldn't notice. People like Amy. And then years later, I had the dream. In it, I woke up in her room, same university, same couch, but older. It didn't make sense, and somehow it made perfect sense. She was in the kitchen with a girl I didn't know. I could hear them from the half shut door. Amy's voice was sharp, angry, hurt. She didn't even say goodbye. My heart ached in the dream the way it never did in waking life. When she returned to the room, she was calm, too calm. The kind of calm you get when you swallowed rage for too long. She served food. I reached out and asked, "Are you angry?" She smiled. Teeth clenched. Yes, very. And my dream self couldn't breathe. I wanted to explain, to beg, to rewind every choice I ever made, but I just sat there, stuck. I woke up before I could say I was sorry, before I could tell her she mattered more than I ever let on, that her absence carved out a space I never filled again. I lay there, hoping sleep would take me back, but real life was knocking, loud, relentless. Bills, deadlines, unread messages, none from her. I'd moved on, but something in me hadn't. Something in me still wanted to say, "You mattered," even if it was too late. I don't know where she is now. Maybe she remembers me fondly. Maybe she doesn't remember me at all. Maybe she too had dreams where I was the villain. And maybe she healed without needing closure. Maybe she grew into someone amazing. Maybe she's got someone who sees her the way I never truly did. But if you're out there, Amy, I'm sorry. And I hope you're happy. This wasn't a love story, not the kind you'd expect. It was a ghost story of sorts. A story about the people we didn't realize haunt us, not because they meant nothing, but because they meant something. And we didn't notice until the dream pulled them back. So, yes to the ones we forgot, the quiet ones, the kind ones, the ones who waited and eventually stopped waiting.